Standing in a comfortable position, we'll start with a gentle port-de-bras. Lift the elbow and let the arm float down. Following your fingertips with your gaze, looking at the hand that's reaching. Breathing gently. Feeling the music. Both arms a little faster. Lift your chest as you lift the elbows. And we'll leave the arms there, work the feet and hips. We're pushing off the floor with every part of the foot. And then if you're comfortable with it, you can bring the arms back in as you continue with the feet and hips. Just warming up here, rotating in and out with our hips. And come to stillness. Bigger port-de-bras, bringing the arms all the way up and all the way down. And our head can also rise and lower with our arms. Leaving our arms up in fifth position, we'll work that rotation of the hips, lifting the toes, keeping the heels on the floor. Standing straight up, nice long spine. And a turned out first position. Come back to the port-de-bras. Doing a basic full port-de-bras. And bring the arms down to finish. Bouncing demi-pliés. Down, down, up. If you're ready, add the arms, bring them forward. And open the arms to second. With straight legs, we're rotating in and out, gluing the balls of the feet to the floor, and now the heels. Ending in turned out first position. Coming to second, starting with our bouncing pliés. Go over the toes. Hips go straight down right in the middle of your feet. Tailbone reaching toward the floor. Shoulders over the hips, upper body nice and straight. Pushing into the floor. And working our rotation. Still keeping the torso straight, hips right under our shoulders, long spine. Rotating the toes, heels on the floor. back to first position. Cambré forward. You can make this as big or as small as you need to, depending on your balance and your flexibility. Pushing into the floor with our legs. Demi-Plié. Coming into second position. Cambré to the side. Now we're keeping our lower body still from our hips down through our feet, through the floor, and moving the upper body. Grand plie. Nice wide second position going all the way down, all the way up. Hold that grand plie and cambré to the side. Keeping those knees going out over your toes. Pressing into the floor. Centering those hips and pelvis right between your feet. And stretch. We're pushing off the floor. These are little degagés in second position. And push all the way off and balance. On the other side, push off and balance. Little pushes. Working your feet. Push and balance. And again. Really push your weight all the way over onto that supporting leg when we do the balance. Push all the way over. And finish. Turning toward the corner, we're going to do dégagés from first to fourth. Two on each side. And we turn our head toward that front leg. This is called épaulement, the head turn and tilt. Pushing into the floor with both legs. Pulling the toes back to work those outward hip rotation muscles. Pausing in fourth, opening the arms to second. We're going to slide over to crossed fourth and open. And this is working our inner thigh muscles, working our rotation. And coming back to first, other side. Coming back to first. Plie, slide out in a plie. Now we're sliding fourth to fifth to fourth to first. Keeping our hips centered. As we shift our weight, we want to shift with our hips and pelvis in the center of our body. Try to relax your neck and shoulders as you work those lower body muscles. And finishing in first. So now we're pushing into the floor for some relevés or rises. Gluing those metatarsals, the balls of our feet, the bottoms of our toes onto the floor as we push up with the rest of our feet. And balance. And try to do this without holding on to anything, but you can lower your ankles, even come all the way down to flat if you need to. So we're balancing without any support. Coming all the way up to demi-pointe if you're ready, and if not, you can bring your heels down. Balance with your heels lower. Find a spot straight ahead of you at eye level to look at. Really glue those toes into the floor, those metatarsals. Keep your upper body nice and calm while your legs press down into the floor, backs of your legs down through your pinky toes. Jambe, Demi-Plié. If you'd like, we can add the port-de-bras, following the leg with the arm. Starts with a tendu front, opens to the side, close demi-plié in first, and front. Side, demi-plié, and stretch. Feeling the rhythm of the music, the quality of the music. And finish. First position, arms in second. Start with a tendu front and reach to lift that leg higher, keeping it in line with your body. Switching sides. Try to keep your toes right in the center of your body. Shifting your weight all the way over from one leg to the other when you switch. Then we're going to slide forward, come into a kneeling position. Reach that front leg forward. We're rotating outward, toes and knees pointing to the side. Stretch that leg. Bend again. And we're stretching some of our muscles that will help us with our splits. Straight leg stretches for hamstrings. Coming up straight, we'll switch legs. Turned out. Reaching that leg forward and pushing the hips to stretch our back leg, our back quad, and then straighten the front leg to stretch your hamstrings. You can do this one next to a support if you have trouble balancing. Just put your hand on a piece of furniture or something sturdy. Now we're going to slide down toward our splits. If you're really far up off the ground, then make sure you put something under your hips when you slide down. We're just going to slide down and right back up, keeping the stretch dynamic. And slow. We really want to make sure we're supported here. I'm supporting myself with my arms. So if that works for you, you can do that. If you can't quite reach the floor, then make sure you put a pillow or a big ball, something under your hips to support you. Back to kneeling. We'll do a Cambré back. Another one. And then we'll go to the side. Once again, we're going toward the foot that's in front. Switching legs. Two Cambrés back on the second side. And two Cambré side toward that front leg. Then we'll stand up. Coming to first position, and we'll go into some traveling tendus. Use your space here, do as many as you need to, or as you can, to get all the way across your space. Traveling forward, then rushing to the back when you need to switch directions. shift to dégagés, pushing all the way off the floor. Speeding it up a little. And keep breathing. You might feel a little bit like a robot, but you're still a person. And finish. We'll do some arabesques. Tendu back with one leg. And then arabesque arms, reaching one arm forward, the other arm back, making a nice long line. And we'll slowly lift that leg. Try to keep your upper body still. Balance, pushing into the floor. Keep breathing. Bring the toe back to the floor. We'll bring our arms up to fifth and switch our arms to our other arabesque line. Lift the leg again. Bring it back to the floor with control. Close and switch sides. Tendu back. Find your balance and then reach your arms up and out. Nice long line. And then reach that leg back, extending the line through your toes. Pressing into the floor with your supporting leg. Breathing. Bring that leg down to the floor, arms come through fifth, and switch arms. And lengthen through the fingertips, through the toes, lift that leg. Reach behind you. Reach back to the floor, keeping that weight on the supporting leg, and close. We'll go back to the first side again. Tendu, open the arms, reach and lift the leg, take your time. Lower the leg, bring your arms up and switch sides. Reach and lift that leg. And balance. Reach back to the floor, arms up, close in first, and switch sides. One thing at a time to really center yourself, find your balance. So we'll do the tendu, reach with your arms, reach with the leg, lifting it off the floor, balance. Reach back down to the floor, arms up, switch arabesque. Reach that leg, lift. Reach back to the floor when you're ready. Arms up and close. And moving on. We'll do little breathy arms like we did at the beginning of class, but a little faster now. Pushing our feet off the floor, working those toes again. Quieting the feet. Lifting the arms a little higher. And port de bras, we're coming from 1/3 position port de bras to the other with a palma. Then we're combining our arms with our legs. A little bit of a brain teaser if you're not used to this. Shifting our weight back and forth. Make sure you really find your balance when you pick up one leg. But now we're moving more quickly, so now we're not going to pause, we're just going to move quickly. Shifting quickly from 2 legs to 1. This is a coupé movement. We're cutting under, flicking the toes underneath us. And bringing our arms to third position. Keeping the foot moving. Other side. The épaulement or head and shoulder position here is looking out over the elbow or forearm of that arm that's in front of you. You can switch sides on your own time if you're not looking at me. If you're looking out over your arm, that's okay. Let's go ahead and balance in whatever position you're in. Doing some port de bras, some épaulement, moving your upper body, keeping your lower body still. And finish. Coming to second position. Grand plié, all the way down, all the way up, full port de bras. Reverse port de bras. And again. Coming to tendu front, and we're gonna lunge. From here, we'll do cambré forward toward that front foot. And cambré back. And cambré side toward the front foot. And we'll tendu, come back to first, and switch to our other lunge. And we'll wait for our music to do our cambrés on the second side. We can think of these final cambrés as a révérense, a bow, a thank you for the end of class. Thank you to each other for dancing together. Thank you to our audience for coming to watch us. And we'll finish in first.